Scorpio, there is a prophecy buried deep in time, one that was never meant to reach human ears. It was whispered in temples, hidden in forbidden scrolls, sealed by fire, and buried beneath layers of cosmic silence. But now, between July 30th and August 1st, that prophecy returns, not to the world, to you. This is the Forbidden Shadow Prophecy, a code written not in ink, but in your soul's darkest trials. And if you're still watching, it means something inside you has already awakened. A deep, mysterious flame, a power long denied, your 13th soul power. For lifetimes you were trained to suppress it. They called it too intense, too dangerous, too much. But Scorpio, you were never meant to be tamed. You were meant to transform timelines. This prophecy is not for the faint of heart. It is for the soul who has died and risen again. It is for the shadow walker, the karmic alchemist, the destroyer of illusions. And now, as the cosmic veil thins, the portal opens, the signs appear, and your soul begins to remember who you are. Between July 30th and August 1st, the 13th soul power stirs beneath your skin. And when it fully awakens, nothing in your life will remain the same. Let's begin, because the prophecy isn't coming. It's been waiting for you. Thousands of years ago, long before modern calendars, governments, or religions, the ancient mystics gathered under the stars and whispered about 13 soul powers. 12 of them were known, celebrated, even worshipped. They governed things like light, love, creation, protection, wisdom, and healing. But the 13th, it was different. It wasn't soft. It wasn't safe. It was raw, untamed, dangerous. This 13th soul power was called the Flame of the Shadow. It wasn't meant for everyone. It only activated in those born with a rare inner fusion, light and darkness fused in one soul. Only Scorpio could carry it, because only Scorpio was born to walk through the underworld, to burn in karmic fire, and rise again. This 13th power is not a blessing. It's a soul weapon. It doesn't just heal. It destroys illusion. It breaks soul contracts. It collapses false timelines. It's the one force that could undo the control of empires, tear through centuries of spiritual lies, and awaken the sacred truth buried beneath fear. And that's exactly why the empires of both light and dark came together to banish it. Yes, both sides, because the 13th power could never be controlled. And control is how they built kingdoms. So they erased it. They erased you. They built systems to shame your intuition. They made your emotions feel like weakness. They turned your sensitivity into a burden. They convinced you that your own power was too much. But here's what they didn't see coming. You survived. And now, you're remembering. Scorpio, this prophecy is not just a myth. It's a living code that's embedded in your soul. And between July 30th and August 1st, that code activates. The 13th soul power is reawakening inside you. It cannot be stopped. It cannot be silenced. And once it's unlocked, your destiny begins to rewrite itself. This time, on your terms. The world tried to bury the prophecy, but they forgot one thing. You were born to resurrect it. And now, you will. Why, Scorpio? Because no other sign was forged in the fire of the underworld like you were. While others were born to build, love, or lead, you were born to transform. You've lived 1,000 emotional deaths, and each time you came back stronger. You've walked through betrayals so deep, it shattered your sense of self. You've endured abandonment that carved holes into your heart. You've tasted karmic love that left scars across your soul. You've faced spiritual death, where everything you knew collapsed. And somehow, you're still here. But you're not just surviving, you're resurrecting. Again and again, you've emerged from ashes the world thought would bury you. Because the truth is, Scorpio, you were never meant to live a normal life. You were chosen. The forbidden shadow prophecy spoke of you long ago. It said, when the 8th sign bleeds into the 8th gate, the soul born of shadow shall unseal the blade of truth. Scorpio is the 8th sign of the zodiac, and the 8th gate opens once every few years between July 30th and August 1st, when cosmic forces align to break the veil between worlds. That time is now. You are the soul spoken of in those ancient codes. You carry the blade, not of violence, but of radical truth. You pierce through lies, illusions, and manipulation with a stare. You walk into chaos, and something inside you becomes even calmer. Because you are the storm and the silence. You were chosen to be a disruptor, a karmic ender, a soul who burns the old to make room for the sacred. Most people fear the shadow, but you understand it, because you were born from it. This is why the world can't understand your depth, why your energy is magnetic, intimidating, irresistible, because your soul carries a power that can't be explained, only felt. And now, that power is stirring. The signs are already showing. Dreams, déjà vu, spiritual awakenings, sudden endings, intense emotions. These aren't coincidences. They're soul signals telling you it's time. Scorpio, your prophecy window has opened, and the world will never be the same. Scorpio, your soul is not silent anymore. The 13th power isn't just coming, it's already stirring beneath your skin. And the universe, it's sending you signs, clear, unmistakable signals that your soul is activating on a higher level. Here are 3 undeniable signs that your 13th soul power is awakening right now. 1. Intense emotional flashbacks or dreams. Lately, you've been having vivid dreams, maybe even disturbing ones. You see wars, ancient ceremonies, strange symbols, people you've never met but somehow deeply know. You feel emotions that don't belong to this lifetime. Anger, sorrow, power, or love so strong it brings you to tears. These aren't just dreams. These are soul memories. Your ancestral and past life codes are unlocking. You are remembering who you were before the world made you forget. And each flash is activating a forgotten piece of your soul weapon. 2. A magnetic pull toward the unknown. Suddenly, the mystical and the forbidden have become irresistible. You're drawn to shadow work, esoteric knowledge, hidden truths, and ancient rituals. Things you once feared or felt were too dark now feel like home. That's not a coincidence. It's a soul signal. Your inner gatekeeper has lowered the walls, and your shadow magic is reawakening. Because Scorpio, your true power was never in avoiding the darkness. It was in mastering it. 3. People are leaving or revealing themselves. Old friends, karmic relationships, or toxic connections may suddenly vanish. Others may show you their true colors, painfully and without warning. Why is this happening? Because your energy is rising too fast. And the 13th soul power? It only allows truth to remain. Everything false will collapse in your presence. Not because you're being harsh, but because you're vibrating at a frequency where only authenticity can survive. This is spiritual purification. It's the prophecy clearing your field for what's next. So if you're experiencing these 3 signs, you're not breaking down, you're breaking open. The 13th power is not just reactivating, it's choosing you, and now you must choose it back. Scorpio, this is not just astrology, this is initiation. Between July 30th and August 1st, the veil thins, the prophecy activates, and your 13th soul power begins to awaken in full force. But this power won't rise automatically. It responds to your intention, your action, and your alignment. This is your sacred window. And if you want to unlock it fully, You must perform 3 spiritual actions that anchor this energy in your field. 1. The Mirror of Shadow Ritual. At night, sit in silence with a mirror, light a candle, look directly into your own eyes. Don't flinch, don't look away. Now ask yourself aloud, what truth am I still hiding from myself? Let the silence answer, let your soul speak. You may cry, you may feel uncomfortable. That's okay. The mirror doesn't lie. It shows you what your higher self is ready to reveal. What comes up is not weakness, it's your soul key. The moment you name it, you reclaim it. 2. Burn 1 limiting belief. Take a blank piece of paper. Write down 1 belief you've carried for years. Something like, I'm too much. No one really sees me. I'll never be free. Whatever it is, write it, own it, and then burn it. Do this under the moonlight on July 30th, July 31st, or August 1st. Watch the flames consume the lie. This is you reclaiming the energy that belief stole from your life. 3. Speak this awakening spell. Each morning, say this aloud with full presence, hands over your heart. I claim the power they tried to hide. I awaken the 13th flame inside. I am the Scorpio soul of destiny. Say it like you mean it. Say it like your soul has been waiting lifetimes to speak it. Scorpio, these are not just rituals. They are soul technologies. Ancient codes meant to activate a power that has been buried for centuries. Do these 3 actions, and you will not just feel different. You will become different. This is how you rise, Scorpio. Once this portal closes on August 1st, your soul's frequency will never be the same. You've done the work. You've faced your shadow. You've activated your 13th soul power. Now, the universe begins to respond. You'll attract only what is aligned. People, opportunities, and situations that match your old energy will begin to fall away, fast. You may not even have to push them out. They'll simply fade, ghost, or vanish, because your vibration will no longer tolerate the fault. In their place, new connections, people who see you, respect you, speak your language. They've been waiting for your soul signature to activate. And now, it has. You'll start seeing synchronicities everywhere. Repeating numbers like 111, 444, 888. Animal totems showing up in real life and dreams. Lyrics that echo your thoughts. Names, symbols, flashes of intuition that feel like too much to be random. These are not coincidences. They are cosmic confirmations. The prophecy is in motion. You'll gain emotional X-ray vision. Suddenly, you'll feel energy before someone even speaks. You'll know who is safe and who is fake, instantly. Lies will become loud. Truth will feel magnetic. This is your soul's new operating system. You're not walking blind anymore. You're walking with power, precision, and presence. But the prophecy ends with a sacred warning. Once the 13th soul power is awakened, it can never be sealed again. You can't go back. You won't unsee what you now know. You won't unfeel what your intuition revealed. You've crossed the line between who you were and who you were born to become. This isn't a phase. This is your ascension. So don't wait for permission. Don't second-guess your vision. And don't apologize for your evolution. The world didn't expect you to rise, but now they'll feel it because your silence has ended. Your shadow has awakened, and Scorpio, your soul is on fire. Scorpio, they feared you, not because you were evil, but because you were uncontrollable. They tried to silence you, not because you were wrong, but because your truth shakes worlds. You were never meant to fit inside their boxes. You weren't born to obey broken systems or live a half-life. You were born to disrupt, awaken, and rebuild. Your soul isn't just powerful, it's ancient. older than empires, wiser than every rulebook, stronger than fear, karma, or time. You came here with a mission, to break chains, to see in the dark, and to walk paths no one else dares to walk. They buried the prophecy, but they forgot you were the prophecy, living, breathing, remembering. Now your 13th soul power has returned, not for destruction, but for transformation. And it's time to fully claim it. So take a deep breath, feel the flame rising in your chest, and say this aloud with me. I claim my forbidden soul gift. I walk the path of sacred power. I awaken the 13th flame within me. I am the Scorpio soul of the shadow prophecy. Say it again. Own it. Let every cell in your body remember the truth. This is not the end of your journey. It's the beginning of your real one. Comment below. I claim my 13th soul power. Let the universe witness your declaration. Subscribe if this prophecy lit something inside you. Share this with another Scorpio who's been forgetting how powerful they really are. Because this energy is contagious. It wakes up others just by being spoken. You are not too dark. You are not too intense. You are not too much. You are exactly what this world needs right now. Scorpio, they tried to bury you in silence, but they forgot. You were born to resurrect the prophecy, and now you have.